Hey viewers, this is your youth librarian Annamarie from the Westerville Public Library, excited to create that Storytime at home experience for all of you. Keep watching for an idea on how to make a baby play activity similar to those we use in our playtime after our standard baby storytime that you can create from around the house objects that hopefully will keep your little one engaged for a little while. All materials and information will also be in the description below. After all of our baby story times, we include a play portion. Play is essential for the development of our little ones in helping them learn to explore that world around them and figure out how all kinds of concepts work, from gravity to light, sound, motion, all of those important things. This week, we are featuring an item you may have around your house, a muffin tin, and all the different kinds of ways that you can engage your little one with this item. So this is one that we use regularly after story time. That's why there's those colored circles in the bottom. In our standard after story time play, this is often used with ball pit balls. You might have these at home, you might not. That's okay. So we just have out ball pit balls, and some toddlers just enjoy putting those balls into the cups on the muffin tray. They just like that motion of sorting. Others, a little bit older, can start to match those colors, so they can put the blue ball in that blue spot. Even preschoolers enjoy that act of matching the colors to the spaces. We tend to use bigger items like ball pit balls or sometimes pom-poms in order to have something that works well for a variety of age ranges, something that isn't a choking hazard, that we can easily clean, all of that great stuff. You might have ball pit balls or large pom-poms at home. If so, these are great to use during your playtime, but you might not, and that is okay. That does not mean that you can't use a muffin tin as a play activity. There are plenty of other things. For those young ones who just like that idea of putting things into those cups, or if you're with a really young one doing tummy time, you could just use this as a new device to intrigue them to play with the items in the cups. So I have some large baby-safe beads that I found in my house that you could use different shapes and have them sort by shape or color if you wanted. You could put anything you really want, anything you've got that could fit in these cups but isn't a choking hazard for your little one, you could give them to play with. You can make those activities even more engaging with tape. We talked about tape toys in the past, and this is just another way to make those toys a little bit harder to get. So take a piece of masking tape, put it over top of some of those cups, and it's going to block off access to those toys you just put inside. So it's just another way to build those fine motor skills in those fingers. They have to peel that tape off to get to their favorite items. So, easy way to incorporate some of your toys around the house. If you are bored of those toys or just don't have anything that quite fits this activity, there are plenty of other things that can work inside of a muffin tin as well. So, paper towel tubes, toilet paper tubes, any of the like that you may have laying around can be cut into small pieces that fit really well inside of those cups. So if you don't have anything else or you want to give them something completely new, this is a great avenue. If you are having a little bit older kids that aren't as likely to chew on something, you can use paper to make this a sorting activity. If you want to label inside of those cups, these are about exactly, at least in the muffin tin I have, about exactly 2-inch circles. You can cut about a 1-inch by 1-inch square, and that would give you about the same idea. So this is just paper. I have a Sharpie, and I'm going to draw a circle on this piece of paper. I'm going to draw my circle. I have my tape dispenser, and we're just going to use a piece of Scotch tape to tape that circle right onto the bottom of my muffin tin. So in one of those cups is a circle. I'm going to do it again with 2 more shapes. I'm going to do a triangle and a square. So we've got a circle, a triangle, and a square. And we're going to tape these tiny shapes onto the bottom of some of our muffin tin cups. And this could be a way to encourage your little one to sort bigger objects, like one of my taped beads is a circle. Could sort bigger shapes that you might have into those cups. If you don't have those beads, that's totally okay. You can take paper, colored construction paper, or regular paper, whatever works best for you, and cut out a variety of shapes for them to sort. Again, this is especially great for toddlers or even preschoolers. They don't have to be perfectly exact. I cut out a kind of sad looking square, but a whole variety of these could allow little ones to practice shape sorting. Or if you've got some of that colored paper or markers that you'd like to color those, whatever you'd put on the bottom of these, they could also sort them by color. They could sort them by shape or whatever other sorting device you'd like to use. But that's not all. They can be used, muffin tins can be used as a sorting device in the cups. You can also use it as just something to manipulate around on the back. So, especially for those little ones, those tummy time ones, giving them the other side of a muffin tin can just be a different way of looking at something. So you can see what shapes, if you've got physical items or toys, what kind of stuff fits in between. Does something stay? Does that pom-pom fall right out? What fits into that bottom side of a muffin tin? Other options on this back side. This one again works a little bit better for preschoolers, but if you've got some rubber bands, this works as a makeshift geoboard. So you can fit rubber bands around those tins, around the back side of those cups on your tin, and make all kinds of shapes. And this last idea doesn't work quite as well with my smaller muffin tin, but if you had a bigger muffin tin, especially like a 3x3, you could write numbers on the back, and suddenly this becomes a play phone that kids can use to practice dialing or just practice identifying those numbers. So many cool ways you can take an around the house muffin tin and use it with your little one. Best part is you can wash it in the sink, throw it in the dishwasher afterwards, and it is still perfectly fine for you to use for cooking. So many great activities. Try out with a muffin tin to keep your little one amused while stuck at home.